guys, how are you all doing? It's your girl CC and I'm back again today with another interesting video. I trust you guys are doing great, having fun today. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So this guy's video has been trending on TikTok for some days now. He did the first video which went viral, and of course a lot of people came for him because of what he said.
Listen, some of y'all ladies gonna have to settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, everybody can't have a perfect man out here. It ain't even enough of us around, like, let's be honest. So at the end of the day, we can go ahead and put that 50-50 conversation to rest, because every woman ain't gonna get 80, 20, 100, 0, whatever y'all thinking is gonna be 60, 40. Some of y'all gonna have to go 50-50, and shit, y'all might gotta go 60-40 on your end with the man, just to be happy at the end of the day. Like, let's be realistic. Come on now. Somebody gonna have to settle, man. That's all I'm saying. All the straight men that's left in the world, a lot of them is in jail. A lot of them married. What do that leave left? Everybody can't have they cake and eat it too. Like, you can't have the best of the best. Sometimes you gotta just go for what you got and be happy and be grateful. Because you can have nothing at the end of the day and be miserable. Come on now. J. Cole said, love yours. I gotta take this in consideration.
And for some reason, he decided to make another video.
Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry, it's just not. It actually raises a lot of red flags, to be honest. Because now you got your counterparts and your peers asking behind your back if you even capable of keeping a relationship, keeping a man and keeping a woman, etc. See, a lot of y'all felt triggered by that settle video, which was eye-opening to me, because obviously we have a lot of women living in the state of delusion, thinking that they just gonna find the most perfect man ever. And if not, and they can't find that, they'll just be single, as if that's supposed to do any type of advancement to our society. Ask yourself, what is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family, and especially family of your own? Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish on this earth? Are you trying to be masculine or what? Like, what's the deal?
Like, seriously, I don't know where to begin with this one. Now, obviously, this guy doesn't rewatch his videos before posting it on the internet. Here is the question that is triggering women. What is your purpose on earth as a woman? What? It is a shame that this type of man has a platform on TikTok. A woman can decide to remain single. A woman can decide not to have kids. A woman can decide to do whatever that makes her happy. Anyways, guys, I have put together a few stitches from men. Let's just hear what they are saying. And of course, I'm going to show you some comments from his comment section. Very interesting comments.
Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry, it's just not. It actually raises.
Hey, how you doing? It's me again. Quick question. What red flags does it raise? Because I'm pretty sure from these videos you're making, you are single, which means you're incapable of keeping a woman or man. If that's your choice, I don't judge. But it's pretty clear that you're incapable of doing the same thing. So what red flags did that raise about you? And to be honest with you, no one gives a flying fuck what anybody thinks about these single women. If their friends are questioning if they can't keep a man, those aren't her friends. Who cares what strangers think? No one cares. See, every woman doesn't desire to be kept, to be somebody's bondage slave, so to speak. Because that's what men like you want. You want a woman who can bring home the bacon, fry it up in the pan, go to work, take care of your lazy, trifling ass, wash your clothes, but you still want her to contribute joyfully to the expenses of the house. How about you do your share of the load? See, nowadays it takes two incomes to keep a house fully functioning. I don't know if you know that or not. It does. And then you go on to ask, What is their purpose if they're not out here trying to have a family? Let me explain something to you real quick. There are some women who are incapable of producing children through no fault of their own. So where's the family in that point? You can get married, but that's still a fruitless venture if you can't have children, right? Because that's you and your husband. I know that's a form of a family, but the family that you're talking about, it would be a fruitless venture. There are some women who don't want children. There are some women who are non-binary, lesbian, transgender, who are non-traditional, who don't want children. So where does that leave them in your fucked up mindscape? See, what you need to understand is you are part of the fucking problem. Your misogynistic ways, your patriarchal views is what's making women not want to deal with men, period. They'd rather be happy and single than deal with some scumbucket like you. Some twat whistle. Some misogynistic pig who thinks that their only purpose is to make them happy when they can be just as happy by themselves. See, I like women. I value women. I uphold women. So a woman's choice to be single is her own business. If she wants to be in a relationship, that's her own business. If she does not want children, that's her own business. You might want to find you one who's in tune with your values, but I doubt if you will. And one last thing. Boy, fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Fuck knuckle.
Being a single woman is not a compliment in every case. I'm sorry, it's just not. It actually raises.
No, sweetheart. Stop getting your knickers in a twist because there are girls out there who don't want you and your useless ass. The fact that you probably can't cook, clean, or launder for yourself, you're looking for a housekeeper and a dog, not a partner. Your partner is supposed to be somebody you elevate, not somebody who keeps your home for you. I mean, those gender stereotypical norms of man goes out to work and woman stays at home and raises kids and takes care of the house are all well and good and fine, except for the fact that the societal structure collapsed in that manner and required the mother to leave the house to go out to work because otherwise they'd be on the fucking street. So, let go of your preconceived, religiously fucking... There's a word here and I'm missing it. Perpetuated version of women. Let it go. Because that notion from 10, 20, 40, 50, 100, 200 years ago, back to 2,000 years ago, doesn't exist anymore. So you have to let that go. That's not her issue. That's yours. The fact that you didn't keep up when the rest of the world was changing, not that woman's problem. So shut the fuck up and leave her the fuck alone. And actually, yeah, women who are single, do you know what they're not prepared to do? Settle. Good for them. No one should ever settle. It's a choice, really. You can choose to evolve thyself. You can learn to cook, clean, eat properly, how to dress yourself, how to keep a home. Because if you can do all that, she's not having to do it for you. She's not becoming your surrogate mother. But have fun with that. I mean, I call it Irish mammy syndrome, but there you are.
Purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family and.
So I saw this video and it kind of upset me, so I wanted to stitch it and get my thoughts out about it. This gentleman equates women's value to reproducing. He equates women's value to their ability to start a family because, that's why we're on this earth, is to reproduce and continue the human race, I've heard this dialogue a lot. And, the point he's trying to make is single women inherently, if they're not looking to settle down, if they're not looking to reproduce or start a family, they inherently don't have much value. That's your values. Your values have predicated that is the values in which you think are important. That's the great thing about values. You get to decide what your values are. But once you start imposing those values on other people, that's when I think it crosses the line a little bit. Your values equate being able to reproduce and being able to start a family as things that have worth to you. But I want to tell you, not all women can reproduce. Some women have tried and it hasn't worked out. Some women will never be able to reproduce. Does that mean they don't inherently have value? Does that mean they're now invaluable? They're now broken? Some women just don't want to start a family. They have other thoughts. They have other aspirations that they have decided for themselves. Their values say, starting a family isn't valuable to me right now. And it might not ever be valuable to me, and that's okay. What is valuable to me is that I run 5 marathons this year. What is valuable to me is that I have a lot of friends. What's valuable to me is that I am high up in this career that I have. I've written 6 books. You decide your own values. Boiling down women, it's almost objectifying, if I'm being honest. Women are these things that reproduce. Women are these things that start families. That's how they get value. You see your value in how they interact with you. If a woman isn't interacting with you to start a family, if a woman isn't interacting with you in the interest of reproduction, they have no value to you. You kind of see women as just a body. That's what it feels like. That's what it really comes off as, that they're just a body, beyond their ability to reproduce, beyond their ability to start a family. It sounds like you really don't care what they bring to the table. How does anybody decide who is valuable and who is not? It's based on their own opinions. Nobody has a set value, has a set value, has a set valuability. Everybody's different and everybody has different opinions. A person who means a lot to you because you probably agree with each other. A person who means a lot to you because you got to know them. All this to say, I think talking like this is dangerous and really devalues women as a whole, because it doesn't take into account, women are people and they have goals and dreams just like everybody else, and they're allowed to have goals and dreams like everybody else. Women aren't just here to look good. They aren't just here to make kids. Women are allowed to dream. They're allowed to reach for whatever they want outside of starting a family. Women's value is not decided by whether or not they can reproduce. It is not decided by bearing a family, in my opinion, And I feel like a lot of people will agree with my opinion, and a lot of people probably agree with your opinion too. But I just wanted my voice to be heard on this because, I think it's a dangerous way of thinking.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
What's it to you? Why do you care? Do you have your own family? Do you have your own woman, your own kids? Worry about them. Why are you worried about what some random broad is doing with her life, man? Who cares? What's it to you? The reason, the reason why a lot of women are staying single is because motherfuckers like you exist. Why don't you just get your passport, go overseas, get your woman, and shut up? You making the rest of us look bad. Hush. Quiet. Damn.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
I need to get off TikTok because I do not have the energy to keep doing this, but here we go. What is your purpose in seeking a family? Why is that your motivating factor? Why should it be theirs? There's so much in this world. Passions, art, things that have absolutely nothing to do with being the little lady. They're just like you, bro. They can choose what they want to do with their life, and if raising a family isn't part of it, why is that your business? Move on to the next one. There are plenty of women out there who want that traditional role. Why do you insist on trying to force it on the ones that don't? You're part of the problem. I don't even think you realize it.
And especially family of your own. Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish on this earth? Are you trying to be masculine or what?
Just let it go, bro. Just let it go. If they want to be single, let them be fucking single. What is their purpose on earth if they're not starting a family? Listen, if they don't want to date nobody, don't make them date nobody. But I can tell you one thing. 3,000 likes and 25,000 comments on your video, that is never a good thing. The ratio is not ratioing. I know that's not a word, but it's not doing it. Why do you keep trying to force them to date? Listen, if a woman don't want to be with me, that is perfectly fine. I'm going to move on with my fucking life. I don't care if they date, don't date, get married, don't marry. Just worry about the girl that is for you. I don't know if you're doing this for, like, if you're rage baiting. I don't know if you're just trying to get your I don't know what you're doing. But I do know 25,000 comments and only 3,000 likes. That's not the ratio that you want to have.
What is your purpose on the earth as a woman if you're not seeking some type of family?
With all due disrespect, who asked you? Like, who was sitting around clamoring to know what you thought on this subject? Also, this question implies that you think women exist for the sole purpose of getting married and having children, but you think they're the problem. Interesting, interesting. Could it be that some women don't want to get married because they don't want to get married to men like you? Just throwing that out there. Maybe instead of wondering what's wrong with women, you should do some self-reflection and ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Just a thought.
Especially family of your own. Like, what exactly are you trying to accomplish on this earth?
The fact that y'all look at yourselves in the mirror every day, and can't understand why women wouldn't risk their lives to potentially have a human like you is beyond me. Like, at this point, y'all are the birth control, okay? Your mama was a sacrificial lamb. She had you. We saw how it turned out. Why would women risk their lives during childbirth to potentially have another you in the world? Be so goddamn for real. And then outside of the whole risking it all to give birth to a kid, which is nuts, you think that they should end up having a family with someone like you? God, you about to get me mad. Talking about how are they moving society forward? I mean, honestly, if men didn't have the right to talk, society would probably be much further along than it was. Please.
Right. So I have a question for this guy, okay? Why is he so concerned about women? Why don't you talk about men? Why are you always targeting women? I don't know if you are hurt, sir. I don't know. But asking this question, what is your purpose as a woman on earth? Why don't you talk about absent fathers? Why don't you talk about men that abuse women? Now, in some of the stitches, women responded to him by sharing their purposes on earth. I'm going to bring you some of these stitches so we all can see them together. This is absolutely insane. Just Leave women alone. Let them breathe. Please. This is getting out of hand. Yo, I can't, I, like I said, I don't even know where to start from this one, but I just felt I should, bring these videos here so you guys can see what is happening, what is trending on TikTok. Now, let me know what you all think in the comments, guys. What do you all think? What do you have to say? This is absolutely insane. It is a question for me. It is a question for me. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, come back for another interesting video. I'm going to see you all in my next one. Y'all take care. Bye.